Shalom. So for the Lamentation of the Daughter of Jephtah, I'm going to make a quick little throwover, sackcloth throwover, just a throwover, captain type throwover. This is actually a little dress that I use as a pattern. It's like a little house dress. It's a little linen house dress, actually. It's kind of like Hebrew inspired, actually. My sister gave me this. It's got this little blue right here, and it has little fringes at the bottom, which is really cool. Anyway, I'm using this for a little pattern to cut out. As you can see, I've laid it on. This fabric is black sackcloth fabric, so it's a dyed sackcloth fabric. So I'm using it. I've laid it on there. As you can see, I tucked in the arms of it underneath here. Tucked in the arms here. Okay, and so for you guys who have, I folded this lengthwise, meaning the yardage that they gave me from end to end, I folded it from end to end. So as you can see, both of my ends are together down here. Both of the ends are together down here. So my length, I folded the length from top to bottom down, halving it, so that's the way I have it. So, and then when you get up here, all you're going to do is cut around. So you want to get a dress, obviously, that doesn't fit you, too tight or anything like that, but you want to make it where it fits okay, because as to wearing sackcloth, this does have to touch our body. That's the whole point, to afflict yourself. The sackcloth needs to touch your body. So if you want to wear it underneath the dress or something like that, you do want to make it where it can fit you, but not too big, too fit that, you sit down and something split. But you want to make it so that it fits up under you. For those of you who aren't looking to wear it out of the house, then this will be just fine to wear around the house as you're sitting around the house with your family, or studying, praying, things like that, okay? So I'm going to do the best I can with my one hand, my camera. Unfortunately, you guys, I couldn't find my tripod connection so I could hold my tripod up, but I didn't want to make you guys wait on this. So as you can see, I got the bottom of my dress with the bottom of my sackcloth. I have the side. I still have some sackcloth left over here. A little extra over there. We don't worry about that though. And so I'm going to cut this out. Cut this whole thing out. Okay, I'm going to cut it out. And when I get around the neck area, you're going to see, give me a second, I'm going to show you. Okay, so as you can see right here, went ahead and cut. And see, as you can see, this is how it looks after I've cut it out. Cut, went down a little bit, and cut. Okay, so that's where I'm at right here. And I'm going to get ready to go down this way on this side. All the way down, all the way down. And I'm going to cut that out. Be right back. Okay, so now that I got everything cut, and here, and as you can see, it's starting to look a little bit like a little dress there. Look at that little. Now, I want y'all to keep something in mind. This is not supposed to be fancy. Don't add embellishments and bedazzle it and try to do too much. It's sackcloth. It's supposed to look like this. Well, we might say it's just ugly. It's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to itch. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. That is the whole point. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to sew down my sides. However, I'm going to start by here. See right in here from the top. So I have somewhere to put my arms through, right? I'm going to start right here. I'm going to sew all the way down. Boom. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to start right here sewing. And I'm going to go all the way down. Of course, I'm not going to sew all the way because I'm going to leave some little area down at the bottom. But you can sew all the way down. And you're basically going to be finished with your dress. So that's going to be the basis of it. For me, I'll be wearing this really around the house. I work from home. So I'm going to be wearing mine pretty much all day. So I'm still want to put fringes on it. You see? And if I have to go outside to check the mail, see how that is see-through? That is going to have something under it. So when I go outside, chances are I'll have on maybe a tank dress or something underneath. Or, something that you can't see my business there. So if yours is similar, be careful about that. So that's a quick tutorial on just making a quick sackcloth dress that you can put on for the Lamentation for the Daughter of Jephtah. So if you have questions, remember when you're sewing, you're going to start here, sew down, start here, sew down, and you're going to sew up your sides here. So what you want to do is you just want to put a stitch through here and through here. Do not sew your neck closed. You need your neck open so you can put on your garment. So you just want to sew this. If you have a big head, you may need to cut a bigger, you may need to go down a little further, okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to go across it. I know y'all may not be able to see this. It's good because it's black, but forgive me. So across here, you're going to put a little, so basically at this point, I'm not sure if you guys are able to see, even with the sackcloth fabric, there is a right side and a wrong side. So your right side should be together at this point. So when you flip it inside out, you won't see this, you know, where you've been sewing. So basically your right side should be together. What's going to be showing on the outside should be touching each other. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get our sew on. Once again, you're going to put a thread line right here. You're going to stop right there. Then you're going to skip down here. You're going to skip about most arm inches, maybe about 4 or 5 inches, maybe about right there. About 4 or 5 inches right here. And then you're going to put another thread line down this side, all the way down here, all the way down here. See that? And then you're going to leave the bottom. Do not sew this. Do not sew this closed. You need that open. And I'm actually going to add a little ribbon across there for my benefit. This has already got a little fringe on there. Look at that. And I want you sisters to know this too. Wash your fabric. Wash it. When you first buy sackcloth type fabric, it's like, you know, shedding and all this other stuff, and it'll get all over your body if you don't wash it first. Gentle cycle. Wash it. Dry it. I prefer that you would dry it like on cool so that it dries, and you should see all of that fabric, all that excess shedding come off when you like your dryer lint compartment. So do that, you know what I'm saying, because you don't want to have too much. And as I said before, do not bedazzle the dress. Leave it just like this, a sack dress. It's all you really at this point is a place to put your head through and a seam to cover up. And you know, some of you guys who don't want to even do that, you can just really, you know, put a little, you know, hem in it, or just throw it over. You know, you can just actually close it here and here and throw it over like somebody would do like an apron, if that's what you want to do as well. It's up to you. And then see, I have some leftover fabric. See, I have this leftover fabric here. So I'm going to make me a belt probably with this, so I can have a belt around it, you know. So just in case it look like I want to, you know, put on something, I might put a belt around it too. So maybe not. Either way. So that's what we got to do. So that should be pretty easy for everybody. Use your dress that does not fit too tight, but just, you know, good enough that if you want to wear it underneath something. And if you have a dress that's nice and wide, possibly a caftan, lay it out flat, cut around it. Don't cut the dress. Cut around the dress. Okay? Cut around the dress. Just like that. Okay? Cut around the dress, all the way around the dress. And sew across the top. Close it. Close it. The side here. Side, close. You're going to start here, so you'll have somewhere to put your arms through. Don't sew from the top down. Don't sew from the top down. You're going to sew from here down, all the way down the side. Close it up. Do not sew the bottom closed. Do not sew this closed. You're going to come to this side. Do the same thing. Get your little marker, like a fabric marker. Mark this side with this side so your little arms will be even, you know. And then that's that. And then I'll come back when I finish sewing and show you guys the end. Alright, so I came back real quick just in case you all didn't know where to sew. This is at the top, or the arm, the shoulder, the top shoulder portion. Top shoulder portion. So this is where you want to sew here. When you're starting out, those of you who just sewing for the first time. You're starting out, make sure that your presser foot's down, okay? Make sure that you're always get into the habit of go ahead and putting a starter, let's see here, in there, okay? And see, my needle is down. So that's a good habit, because what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna touch my reverse lever here, and I'm gonna pull it down like this. Some of you guys got different, you know, the reverse. This is the reverse for mine. So with the reverse lever pull down, I'm gonna click on here one time. This is gonna go back forward. That's gonna lock my stitch. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go forward. Take your time. It's not a race.